Hello, today I'm going to be grading Amazing Spider-Man number 362. Now I've already graded this copy. I graded it a 9.4 after press, 9.2 before press. So I'm going to start doing just one book every time we do this, but I went ahead and I graded this one. So, I've got detailed notes and everything on what the defects are. So we'll focus on this one today. And so let's go ahead and get started with that one. Okay, so let's take a look at the corners here. Not seeing anything yet. These corners are sharp. Yeah, let's take a look at the top edge. Nothing really going on. Bottom edge. Not seeing anything. And the right edge looking good as well. Let's take a look at the spine. Top of the spine here, I'm not seeing anything really. Let's see. Maybe a slight little bindery, just minute bindery tear right there. It's almost impossible to see. Might not show up on camera. Bottom of the spine, same thing, just this minute little bindery doohickey right there. We got this one where the spine bleeds over, the white from the back bleeds over into the front, so it's hard to see anything going on. I'm not seeing any ticks. I do see a slight little tiny strange looking crease here. It's not usually something you see where it's almost pinched right there. I'm not sure what would be causing that. It's almost as if something got set on this book right there and it kind of pinched it. That will probably tack out or press out of the book. I'm actually not seeing any spine ticks, which is really unusual on any book of any age, but there's not one single spine tick on this entire book. Because of this, it's pretty significant here, this little pinch. So I'm going to downgrade us to a 9.6 just based on that. I'm just not seeing anything else on this book so far. Let's go ahead and look at the center here. Now there is a little bit of handling wear here. And up here as well. In fact, there's quite a bit of just very minor handling wear on this front cover, and I think it's enough to downgrade us here to a 9.4 before press. Let's just look at the back here. Once again, corners look amazingly good. Nothing on these edges. Once again, spine looking exceptionally good. A little bit of handling wear here on the bottom. Now there's a general waviness kind of to this book overall, and I think it's just because this book has been locked away since maybe when it was purchased. Maybe it was read once, causing the handling wear, and then stored away until I bought it. And I did not buy this copy originally. I got a really good deal on this. And we have white pages. And these, look at that. You can see, this is a really good example. I've talked about this in another video. I don't think this book has ever been read. If you kind of can just, if I can just get this right here. If you look at the bottom here, look at that. See how these two pages stick together? These pages have never been opened. I'm not going to be the first one to open this. I'm going to leave it alone. Because if that's the case, I know this book has never been read, so there's no chance of any damage beyond that page, you would think, right? So I'm going to leave this alone. And in fact, I'm not certain that quote-unquote handling wear from the front cover is actually handling wear. I don't know, man. I'm going to call it a 9.4 though. I'm going to call this a 9.4, and I think this will be a 9.8, a really good chance of a 9.8 after it gets pressed. So I'm going to go with that. I don't see anything else on this book to talk about. This is a very nice book. I love this cover. It's one of my favorite. I just really like the yellow backgrounds for whatever reason. It just is always sharp. This is going to look really good on my wall if it ends up being a 9.8. I want a 9.8 copy of this because it's one of the Of course, I'll hang a 9.6 up until I get a 9.8, but I'm looking back at my wall here, and I do not have a slab copy of this, so I've been looking forward to getting a high-grade slab copy of 361 and 362 as well. Oh, and before I end this video, I just realized I have actually a third copy of this book that I believe I'm going to be submitting this time. And this one I graded you can see this is my second copy of this book. I've already got one I think I've sent off. Because I don't use this kind of tape anymore, so I know this is an older copy of mine. But I graded it a 9.4 and hopefully 9.6 after press. And I believe we only have one book left of Amazing Spider-Man, and that's 363, which is another phenomenally good cover that I really enjoy. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.